All right, here we are again, and this is what we've got so far with the Telecaster. All right, and this is the detail that I had done in the last video, and I'm going to start working on the neck right now. All right, this is going to be a little bit of a makeshift neck. It's probably not going to be overly realistic, but we're just going to do what we can here. So I'm going to bring in what? Well, I want to give a little bit of curvature to the neck. I think we'll, yeah, we'll just go ahead. I'm going to bring in a circle. Bring it up. I'm going to scale it. Okay, good enough. And now we're going to, let's get to the back. I'm going to scale it in the Y. And just a really small amount of curvature. I think we'll do it on the fretboard, and the back will be a bit flatter, quite a bit flatter. So I'm actually, I think maybe before I do that, I'm going to actually just edit this. It makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to go and get rid of these vertices, and then I'll flatten it out. So I just want it just ever so slightly curved like that. It might even be a little bit too much, but you know, I'm gonna extrude this out. Make face there, and then select it all F, and we'll just extrude it a little bit. Select it all, Control N. Let's just start getting a sense of it. Okay. Bring this down into position. And we'll taper the neck later. There, get a sense of what she's looking like. Yeah, okay. Might want it a little bit deeper. Not much though. Okay, let's make sure I got a bit of room there. It's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to start with that, and then what I think I'm going to do is go back into edit mode, and I'm going, in order to make the frets on this rounded fingerboard, I'll do this. I'll bring in an edge loop and bring it down to here. Bring in another so my frets might be sort of that width, and that might be a little bit too big. It's a bit hard to see here. Let's say I do that, I'll switch over to face select mode, and I think I'm going to take I'll go to there. Including that one, right? Let's say I take that, and I go Shift D to duplicate it, P to make it a new selection. Come on out, find it. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. We'll come into it, select it, and then we'll bead extrude. We'll bring it down like that. Select it all and recalculate the normals. Just have a quick look at this. Okay, now I want to bevel these edges. Like this, pretty small detail, but make it a little bit rounded. And now I'll sink it back in a bit. I'm not going to worry too much about these ends, I don't think, because I mean from way out here you're not going to see that. So I can work on the depth into the fretboard later. Let's come back to here, and in wireframe mode we're just going to place them. So I'll Shift D all the way along. See that the neck is tapered towards the head. Okay, my neck is all straight right now. This neck is tapered, so we'll try to do that a bit later on. Once we make the frets, we'll join them to the fingerboard, and then we can taper everything together. It'll hopefully look okay, passable at least. Model these guitars, the more I want them. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's just come out and have a look at what that looks like. The depth. I don't mind the depth there. I mean, even if they were a little bit high, I want them to show up in a small model. So I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, so I'm gonna actually, yeah, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and hide the neck. Let's select a bunch of these. Let's get all these guys and join those. Okay, I'll bring back the neck, and I'm gonna join them all together. Okay, cool. Now before I go any further, back is not going to look great, I am afraid. Yeah, well, before I go any further, I'm going to take this edge and this edge, and I'm going to bevel that. Put a nice curve, you know, there. So I mean, at least when I render, I can go from there, and it'll look okay. The exact back is a bit flat. I'm not sure I care. No offense or anything. Now, later on I could grab that to make it a different material for the fretboard. Let's do some. Let's hide the guitar body for a minute. Yeah. Interesting. I am able to make a cut through there. You know, I just want to try something here. Doesn't go through the same to the other side, does it? Okay, so what I could do, a little more difficult with the frets on there to make a fingerboard, but if I was to do this and just accept the default position, and the default position for that, and I got that one and that one. Let's see if I brought them to there. Later on, it would be a pain, but I could grab that piece and that piece. How would this go? That piece and that. Yeah, okay, that piece. Okay, hang on. Working on my selection. That piece. And I guess I'd have to do it like that. Piece and that piece. Oh, this is working out even better. I know some people put materials on as they model, and that's probably a great way of doing things. I got most of it, I didn't get it all, but that's quite a bit of it. Yeah, that's a little awkward there. Why is that selected? Oh, I can hide the body. Okay, so I don't want that. I would have to maybe you cut down here as well and get this piece. And maybe make a cut there. I'm just thinking of for putting a different color later on the fretboard. Okay, we're not going to worry about that right now. That's good though. Okay, so let's go to wireframe. Let's now deform, taper. Going to play with this value here. No, I can't see. I mean, the neck's not exactly lined up. You know, but I have a bit of a taper on there. You know, and that's what that would look like. So I think I'm good to go with that. So I don't have to apply that yet, so you can maybe hold on with that. Yeah. I don't think I really want to mess with it by doing anything else. Now, I was looking at the back of these. You know, and I see, you know, there's where the fretboard or the fingerboard would be. And you can see not too much of the neck actually cuts into the body, but then it's pretty straight. But the plate on the back doesn't exactly match up. It's not, you know, super straight. And so if I come over to mine, geez, I probably should have referred to this a little bit more. Well, it's hard to tell what goes on under there. Maybe they don't care that much. So, you know, maybe I could do something there. One is what takes me to my front view. So if I want to see the exact back, I just go Control 1. All right, if I'm on the top, 7, and I want to see the bottom, Control 7. So 1, just that. Control 1. Yeah, there's no sense in using wireframe because there's nothing to see. This might be a little awkward. Roughly how big is it? Down to about the curve. So something like that, anyhow. All right. Let's round it off and then 4 nice screws. Well, it'll be a plate when I get it on there. All right, let's bevel this a little bit. I'll just put a couple of segments in there. Slight bit of roundness there. I can smooth that out later too. I'll make it a little bit thinner too. Screw right here. There it is. Rotate Z 180. that's what it's going to look like. And I think if I'm satisfied with that, I'm just gonna join it to the guitar. Smoothing is all different, of course. That's fine. Okay, so we got that. Let's not forget the I'm putting off doing the head. Let's not forget the guitar input. I don't know if I have any that'll show that well. So certainly not on the front. So I don't need that anymore. And I was just looking at that because I was looking at the tuning peg, wondering if I wanted to do any more, but it's such a small detail. I don't think so. I don't think so. So let's just look online. Guitar input, I don't know. Oh well, yeah, there's definitely like that one there. Really? Circle like that? I'm going in. That's a decent picture there. Well, let's do that, something like that. Oh, and in terms of its location, sort of across from that knob. Well, everything's across. Like that's across. Like I'll just put it like there or something like that. Let's just do this. Let's use this circle. It's a good size. You know, something like that. Okay, so it goes in, and we have other stuff. Okay, so I'll take this out like that. It's going to look like that. Smooth it now. And then sort of right in the middle is the hole. I mean, I could just build that in and then put that bolt in there. You know, it might be the best way. Again, it's a very small detail. It might not even show up in all the renders. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just inset this and bring this up. Is that the extraction? Oh, how high? Just a small distance. inset again, and then I'll extrude back in the X. What odd view do I want? One maybe in wireframe. How far back am I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that. I'll bevel this thing here. So, subdivision surface if I really wanted to. I might bring this up a little bit higher, we'll see. But in the meantime, let's just go Shift S, cursor selected. We'll bring in a cylinder that's 6-sided. Rotate Y 90. Shift X. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Although I'm not sure I care, because I'm not punching into the body. Bevel this to make it show up a bit better. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Let's see if I can bevel this without applying scale. Not sure. No, you know what? I'm not gonna wait. There we go. A little bit of light. Kind of do want it a bit thicker. Well, let's join these two together and then see what this would be like if we actually put it onto the body of the guitar. Just before I take my break, I realize what's bugging me about this thing, and that is that this thing should be inserted into the body a little bit, and so I think I've got to fix that. I'm going to copy this, and hopefully Blender's not going to crash, because this is getting pretty heavy. So what I want to do is come in here. I'm going to select all of this. And make it its own selection. Come on out. And then what I'll do is I'll go back into this. And I'm going to take this bottom edge if I can grab it. There we go. Shift D, make it its own selection, and I'm going to use this as a cutting tool. Hide that. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Let's bring this out. Not that way. Okay, we'll readjust the position of all this. Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to fill it, E to extrude. Bring it out. Calculate the normals. And I'm just going to push this in and play around with it a little bit. Like that. I think make it a little bit bigger, just a small bit bigger. Okay, now save and cross your fingers. This may take a minute to calculate. Let's see if it did. Okay, it did it. So now I'm going to bring back everything and get rid of that. And take this. We do have a hole. Do we not have a hole? What happened here? Okay, so I have a hole. All right. Alt-H. Well, that was weird. Okay, I'll take that. Can I not delete that? Why is it getting rid of my hole? Hang on. Hide that. I don't know. Did I not apply it? Maybe that was it. Maybe I didn't apply it. Okay. Well, anyways. Okay, now I'll just take a moment to roughly get this. It might be all right. Move this to there. And move this one to here. Hopefully I didn't screw anything up. Did I? Okay, so what are all the things I've got? What's that? Can I get rid of all that? Alright. Looks good. I think it's okay. Maybe I better not get. Oh, that's that. I got the neck there. Let's get rid of that. All right. Let's have a quick look with the cool. With that one. I mean, the hole doesn't go into the body, but at least that's recessed in now. That was ridiculous before. I'm going to work on these tuning pegs here. And the way I'm going to do this is bring in a cylinder. Scale it in his head. Make it a bit smaller. Put an edge loop there. Take this face and just scale it in like that. Grab this end and make it a bit longer. Okay, there's one. I'll come to the side 3. I'm going to select all of these faces here, right down to about there. I'll extrude them. X. Straighten those out. SX0. Let's make sure my normals are facing the right way. Let's have a look at that. That might be a little bit too long. I think I will dissolve these faces and these ones. Felt like I had a bit of an issue there. Grab this edge and this edge. Actually, I get the whole thing. Just like that. Control B. Round it off. Like that. Okay. Let's select this top face. And actually, yeah. Cursor selected. I'm going to bring in a circle, rotate X90, scale it down. A bit more. Vertex. Box select. I'm going to grab all of these ones, pull them down here. I'm going to go scale X0 just to make it a little bit quicker. Put a face on there. Extrude. Check my normals. Apply rotation and scale. Bring that in a bit. Here's my indentation. Oh. Let's see if I can grab this whole edge. I'll try to do a little bit of a bevel here. Okay, very nice. So far, so good. See if I can grab just those SY0. Straighten those out so it lays flat. Let's see if that works for me. Let's lay flat on the guitar itself. Okay, cool. I'm gonna come up to here, pull out a little bit more, extrude. I'm gonna scale it a little bit, extrude a bit more. I'm gonna extrude and scale it, extrude. I'll leave it at that for the moment. I'll come in and bevel some of these edges. Just like that. Let's try 20. sense of what it's looking like. Okay, and up at the top here, cursor selected, I'm going to bring in another cylinder, but this time it's going to be 6 sides. Let's scale this in the Z. Rotate X90. Okay, let's scale this in the X. Let's scale it a bit in the Z. Scale it in the Y a little bit. I'm going to go into this and add a subdivision surface. Make sure my camera's on. My daughter's going to wake up in a second and I'll have to I'll take care of her. So we're moving quick here. Okay, how's that so far? Whoops, not that. Oh, and I did the top, yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is come in here, just hit E and accept. Come over here, E, and accept, and that's basically what I've got there. What did I do along the top? I don't know if I can't remember if I did or if I lost them, but I want it a little bit sharper anyhow. And down at the bottom. And see the relative scale. Okay, so this comes out to about, I don't know, a third, close to half. And that's fine, I think. I think it's okay. Just a quick check. I've got another. I've got 2 lines in there. Yeah, I think I've got 2. So I don't think I'm gonna bevel over those. I just want to check though. No, oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, those are blocking them. That's totally fine anyhow. I'm happy with that. It's okay. Is that a decent way for it to join like that? Sits in sort of this little washer of some sort. How's that for a tuning peg? Is that too thick? They are pretty thick. I think I'm gonna go with that. This one I better apply that. So let's see, what would that look like in a shiny material? Okay, this one, yeah, it's giving off some light, not tons and tons, but that's what that would look like. All right, we'll attach that to the head when we make it, and we'll see. All right.